Good afternoon, everybody. So I scheduled this stream for yesterday, and then I didn't make it to my own stream. So we're out here doing it today instead. Oops. That was interesting. I had obligations that I forgot that I had. So, you know, couldn't get around to streaming, unfortunately. But we're here now. We are here now. Okay. Oh, getting comfortable over here. Okay. I feel comfortable now. Oh man, YouTube had this update on the viewing side, and I'm having to like manually refresh every video, which makes the music for the stream very difficult. Because I get the music on the stream from copyright-free YouTube music. So unfortunate. Oh, you guys are going to hear a bubble bling every once in a while, aren't you? Yeah, I think that's just something we're going to have to deal with. I don't even know what that bubble bling was, honestly. Oh well. Okay. There's a lot of game modes that I am behind on right now. I think the biggest one I'm behind on is Data Crevice. And I think that's the one that people want to see the most. Because Data Crevice really gets people. So I think we'll start off with Data Crevice. Hey, currently present. How's it going? Gotta do all my dailies before we get into anything else, because I don't want to be sitting on all this stamina. Man, it's a good day to be a Thursday. Not sure how you guys feel about Thursdays, but Thursdays are pretty nice. Making some food. Hey, there you go. You said that, and now I'm hungry. Now I gotta stop the stream and go eat. I'll be right back. Kidding, obviously. But I might pull up a little snack. I clicked the same button 3 times in a row. Crazy. I kept trying to press the third button, but I kept pressing the second button on accident. There is so much coming up so quickly in this game. Like we've got a few weeks of like suffering through Irea still. I say suffering through Irea. I have not read her story or anything, so I don't know if her story's any good or not. But like the character herself in game, oh yikes. Not really a fun thing to play around. I'm hoping the next event, which is a pretty big one, offers a lot of like fun things for combat purposes. Because oh boy, we have been suffering with Worm Secretum. I don't know what we did to deserve this fate, but we did something. Speaking of which, you should probably ask this in like a poll or something, but Arknight's Enfield came out today? Yeah, it came out this morning. So, that being said, I am an Arknights player, right? Like I'm max level in Arknights. I have 100-something operators at E2. Like don't get it twisted. I am an Arknights player. But the Arknights Enfield genre, I've never once gotten into a single one of that style of game. I didn't get into Genshin Impact, not Wuwa, or any of the other like competitors. That style doesn't interest me that much. That being said, do you guys want to see Arknight's Enfield stuff, or do you guys just want Path of Nowhere? Again, if I go into Enfield, there's a good chance that I'm going to leave with like a mixed review. I'll be like, hey, it does these things well, but you know, this isn't the genre I normally play. Here's what I would do differently. That's probably what my reaction would be, but what do I know until I play it, right? So, I don't know, food for thought. Okay, Data Crevice. Starting off. Enemies are immune to damage below a certain threshold. Use high single hit damage to quickly defeat them. You want me to do it with Darren? Kinda fucked up. Can't imagine doing that with Darren. I'd watch it, seen some of it, and it looks interesting. Okay. There's only like 2 operators that I'm like interested in, really. Surtur, because she's Surtur, and then Ember. Ember looks fucking sweet, but you know, I understand that the gacha is pretty harsh. It's not very friendly. It's also like super convoluted and confusing. So live reaction review might be good vid, open up the channel to newer viewers. That's true. I really should do some like outreach beyond the Path to Nowhere community. I don't do that very often. I just got a phone call. I'll be right back, muting the stream. Okay, sorry. I had some business to take care of. Some actual business, some engineering goodness. Okay, for those of you who don't know, in the actual real world beyond gacha video games, I am an engineer. I do engineering things. Mostly it's me staring at construction prints and saying, oh, that's right, or oh, that's wrong. That's my job. It's nothing exciting. Okay, so we need to hit things really hard. Who hits things really hard in a singular hit? I mean, they chose Darren, but like, honestly, Darren doesn't really hit that hard. Mantis probably hits harder than Darren, right? Yeah, it's one of those weeks where like my work-life balance is very blurry. It's actually one of those months. It's been going on since like right before Christmas. I mean, obviously I had Christmas off that week, but like right before Christmas things get busy, and I've been a little basically on call for a while now. Shruma does hit very hard, but I don't know how to play Shruma. Like I honestly cannot play Shruma. I don't know how to play her. I could always do like Aurum Secretum, even though I have to complete the objective in 30 seconds. Like, Illa hits hard, but probably unrealistic. Okay, a crit-based somebody, right? Again, they want me to do Darren. I don't think Darren's gonna do it. I'm gonna bring Bai. See if that works. When in doubt, throw Adela at it. Yeah, the only problem I have there is that Adela's damage is split up between 10 hits, so it's really hard to get like that one big singular hit. My brother's an engineer. Most of his work seems to be telling managers he does not recommend cutting material cost. Yeah. I'm curious as to what sector he's in, like what industry. I'm in power distribution, so like think power poles and stuff. And most of mine is just saying like, no, it's gonna blow over. We get hurricanes, or you get ice, and you get earthquakes. Like, your pole's not gonna survive, and then they just do whatever they want to do anyways. So. I used vanilla, the easy level on this one. Interesting. Vanilla's hitting hard enough? I'm sure Bai's hitting hard enough then. Speaking of which, I need to give Bai a crime brand. Just give her like a skill damage crime brand, right? Just like, yeah. Do this. Slap it on, call it a day. Everybody else should be fine. I don't know if there's only one enemy or if there's multiple enemies. Like, I don't know what the stage looks like. Only takes 3,000 or higher damage. That's like all damage in the entire game. What do you mean only takes that much? That's crazy. I thought this was going to be a lot more stringent than it actually is. Oh, it goes to 50,000. Okay. And I'm actually not hitting 50,000. Oh, I did hit 50,000. I just had to build up enough grit. Okay, there you go. Civil engineer down under. Okay, fair enough, yeah. I can't imagine what cutting material cost looks like for civil engineering. It's crazy. Yeah, when they said like one big hit, I was expecting it to be way higher than 3,000. that kind of threw me through a loop there. Okay, that one's easy enough. I mean, if you have anybody reforged, you kind of just win that stage. I can see why people are struggling on that stage if they don't have very specific centers built, because most centers don't do like one big hit. Like Adela does 10 hits, Angel does like 6 hits. You look at like Core and her damage is distributed out throughout her ultimate. And there's not that many characters. Like Blue does her damage over like 20 individual ticks. Like it's not normal for centers to have like one giant nuke and call it a day. Yeah, a reforged Angelina check. Yeah, absolutely. Like it was easy for me, right? But I can't imagine what that stage looks like if you don't have reforged. So that's kind of miserable. This one, clear the level quickly by using centers. You can do AoE damage and break cores. I love how the recommended centers are just like limited. Like take one of these 2 limited centers that were released at the same time. Like pull on this banner or lose, idiot. Those are great recommendations. Yeah, I don't care. It asked me to apply a buff, and I don't care about the buff. Okay, so they want me to break cores in an AoE, so we just bring Bai, right? Are we just spamming Bai over and over again? Oh my god. We are just spamming Bai over and over again. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, this one's more fair, at least, right? Because, like, anybody can clear this stage. Like, you can bring an 11, you can bring a Labyrinth, you can bring a Hilda. Like, anybody's going to be able to clear this stage. But this is hilarious. Oh, they're actually pretty tanky. I mean, I'm impressed they're as tanky as they were. That being said, they're not tanky enough to, like, survive Bai. Believe it or not, this is a Path to Nowhere song. It's from Lady Pearl's event. Okay, now Bai has enough stacks that she's just one-shotting everything.
She's right after all. We can be the
Okay, I gotta skip the rest of this song. They're like telling a fairy tale over here. Okay, yeah, that's a crazy stage. That's actually a really important stage because there's a lot of players who, like, wouldn't be able to traverse that. We're just in a rut of Lady Pearl songs that I have to skip over and over again. You know what? We're doing it. We're just going to the good stuff. Where's Angel's event? There we go. We're good. We have good music coming now. Okay, hope you guys like Angel music. That's okay. So this first stage, like, very punishing for new players. Like, new players can't accomplish this. The second stage, really, like, informative and educational for new players. I like this stage. The second stage was a good stage. I like that. Don't like stage one. Stage one, intimidating. Okay, enemies deal damage frequently, endure as many hits as possible to earn more points. So I'm just tanking. Okay. How many centers can I bring? Do I bring, like, a full team, or can I just bring one? The two ducks each deal rapid physical and magical damage to targets in a 3x3 square surrounding them. Allies can earn 1 point each time they take damage from a duck. Okay. So I need to fill as many people as possible. Okay, well, Rahu. More demon. We got a dove in here. Let's go ahead and throw out Countess Chelsea. And yeah, let's do Cinnabar. I don't care about their crime brands. Should, because, like, this is how they're going to get enough SP to, like, stay alive. So I should give them THC so that they live longer, but Is that a minute? No! How much time did I spend? 1:06. In terms of lore, whose interrogation would you recommend? Shalom's. Shalom and Augustus. Those would be my first two. Okay, I need to put crime brands on these others. Yeah, healer might be what I need. Just like Countess Chelsea didn't do anything and just like slide in a Shen real quick. Giving these people some energy so they actually get their defense out is also going to be like pretty key. Okay, I don't need to do too much because Rahu's going to do all the heavy lifting at the end, so as long as these people survive, that's enough. And survive for like a very small amount of time, right? Okay, easy peasy. Oh, complete with no more than one sinner death in total. I didn't read that. See, this is where problem comes with me reading. Apparently I have to do that to play. All 4 of these people lived. So let's keep those 4 people in. Okay. Easy peasy. I had to actually read what I was supposed to do, but once we did that, it was easy. Okay, next up, assist boss duck in defeating enemies. So I'm just supposed to keep boss duck alive? Or is boss duck the only one that's able to do damage? Is that what I'm hearing? Boss duck continuously deals normal attack damage. Help boss duck defeat all enemies. Okay. So yeah, it's just support boss duck. A lot of cannot battles. Intriguing. Well, I can't bring Lady Pearl here? That's a shame. Such a weird stage. This is another, like, educational moment for a lot of players. I don't mind this, but it's certainly weird. I don't know, man. Cassian, sure. Go, boss duck, go! Keep going, Boss Duck. You got this. Okay. I like that stage because it's educational, but at the same time, like, you need very specific people to do that stage, so it's not exactly the most newbie friendly. Assist Boss Duck in defeating... I just did that. Yeah, I just did that. Sinners will be silenced. Defeat enemies quickly while under this effect. Okay, so people who just auto-attack. Got it. So they're basically just saying, like, haha, bring your reticles. Yeah, we can bring Apatia. And one last one. Who comes last? We're silenced. You know what? We're doing it. There you go, Hella. Congratulations. Okay, so I literally can't play the game, so just 3x speed this. Obviously should have brought Last Stand there instead of Empower, but, you know, whatever. It works. Keep in mind, we're not using any of the buffs. The select buffs, we're not selecting anything, so... Enemies are positioned far away from allies. Nice. I'm not sure if silence stops ECB. I assume it does. Oh man, they weren't kidding about far away from allies. This is a global check right here. This is like one of the few times that Hestia would be like a good choice. But you know, instead of using Hestia, we're just going to pop Augustus on the field. Am I supposed to attack the duck? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to attack the duck. Okay. Okay, this is not what I was expecting from the stage. I still stand by what I say about Hestia being good here. You burn both ducks. Hopefully the ducks don't die at the same time, that way you can like desync the burns. Wow, I didn't complete it in 45 seconds. It's crazy. Augustus didn't do enough damage? Okay, let's try that again, but actually mix up our crime brands. Oh, I interrupted her ECP cast. I forgot you could do that. I think I just lost because of the ECP cast oversight. Last Stand? Probably. Where's the fun in that? I mean, I could also use any of these 6 buffs that I have available to me. But where's the fun in that? I'm just brute forcing this. Because I can brute force this if I play it better. Or not on ×3 speed. Because I already lost 2 seconds from ×3 speeding. What happened to my ECB there? It like disappeared midair. No, but like seriously, what happened to the ECB? It just disappeared. Okay, how many ducks are there here? I think there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moves out on half a second here. And that should be enough. No, there's another duck. Maybe I do have to change my approach a little bit. Okay, Singlinde, I'm sorry, you're benched. I have to actually use 2 sinners. Really awkward him being in the corner. I can only ever get one of these guys there. All the other powers have to go to Augustus. So realistically, I should have ECB'd first and then double cast the ultimate so that I could have 3 hands in this corner. That's what I should have done, realistically speaking. Okay. Fine, we had to use more than 1 center. That was a fun stage, though. Really big, like, 11 propaganda on that stage, too. Yeah, 2 brain cells, yeah. I mean, that's the point of data Crevice, right? Oh, let me go back and let me try to solo that with 11. Because I'm pretty sure I can, like, solo 11. And, you know, by solo, I mean, like, 11 plus 1 more, right? 11 plus 1. I think Eve is the better buffer in the scenario. So just pop the ECB early. And then slap hands. Yeah, 11 propaganda. That's what this is, right? Just use 11. In case you guys haven't fallen for the 11 propaganda yet, there's some more 11 propaganda for you. I know I do 11 propaganda on this channel all the time, but she's just legitimately cracked. So use your 11s. She's good. Crazy good. Augustus couldn't solo that in 50 seconds, but 11 did it in 30. Okay, Yeah, Reforge is always going to take forever. That's like the downside of Reforging, right? It's so hard to talk about Reforge because there's so many people who want me to talk about, like, what about like a low budget Reforge? And every time somebody brings up like the low budget Reforge, I'm like, a Reforge ain't even a Reforge unless you're level 90. Like, that's just the cold hard truth of the news, right? Like, there is no like stay at level 70 for this Reforge. I don't think that actually exists. So, unfortunate. Okay, this season is unit healing amount, unit shields value. Okay, they've done that a few times. Just like full tank stage. Not a big fan of the full tank stage because it's just played on 3 times speed. Total damage and damage and core break. See, this one's fun. This total damage and damage during core break. That's a nice stage. That's gonna, like, again, players are gonna learn how to play the game from that. The last one, control duration score and control counts. Okay, that one's just, that's criminal. I don't like when they do this like CC kind of thing because there's the sinners who cause CC are so convoluted. It's kind of weird. Zero and Seto Playground for the damage and core break. Is there that many cores? Okay, let's start with the really boring one. Let's actually use buffs for once. Center Shattered Blade damage. Wow, it's crazy they called out Shattered Blade directly. Healing and shield value. There we go. Easy peasy. We selected 2 buffs. Okay, so we just stack healing. And now we stack shields. Let me change the music real quick. Let me do. I'm having like some really weird YouTube errors today. So I'm trying to find. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I look for a longer video that I can just loop because every time it opens a new video, my YouTube messes up. But now I can just loop this playlist. Okay, music solved. Okay, we've got one more slot. Do we need another healer or do we need more shields? If I did need more shields, who would I bring? I don't think anybody else is worth bringing for shields. Interesting. Well, we'll just bring another healer. Ariel, I guess? Sure. Everyone actually had crime brands on. That's crazy. I did not think everybody had crime brands on. We really are just sitting here staring at each other, huh? This is very interactive gameplay. You guys have never seen gameplay as interactive as this. This here is why I procrastinate on Data Crevice so much, because it's just like, what am I doing? This is so convoluted and weird. And for like a new player who doesn't have like Shin Hamel Demon, how do you do this? I mean, I have Shin Hamel Demon, so like the stage wins itself. But how would I do this without like the the people who do this one very specific niche role, I have zero clue. Come on, Demon, get another cast. I need more shield value. More shield value, let's go! Double SS! I coped with Shin, Ariel, and Letta. It is what it is. New player here. I don't understand how to do anything besides story missions. I have no meta teams. Yeah, like, okay, so I have a video on Data Crevice somewhere on the channel, but it's older now, so I understand many people haven't watched it. But like the problem with Data Crevice is that it makes you do like really weird shit. Like, you are never using these centers in action. I mean, you're using some of these. Like the healers, yeah, you'll use them. Like the shielding stuff is not like a thing in Path of Nowhere. You shouldn't be building to do shielding. But Data Crevice forces you to do this shielding nonsense. And like, new players have no reason to do that ever. They have no reason to have Demon. They have no reason to raise Cinnabar. Like, it's not a mechanic you normally play around, except for when Data Crevice demands you do it. So even if you did have like properly built meta teams, you'd be throwing all of your like knowledge out the window, because who cares about like your bleed team when you're just supposed to be spamming shields all over the place. And there's only like 3 or 4 centers capable of applying shields. So it's really weird. And like this one in particular is going to be bad. Like, apply crowd control effects to enemies for as long as possible and as frequently as possible. But there's not many crowd control effects in the game. Like, this is a rare thing that, again, you're not playing around it. It's not a thing. These things don't really matter. I mean, this gives me some more energy, but I don't think anything else is giving me more energy income or more crowd controls. The exact reason I've barely done any Data Crevices? Yeah. I enlisted EE and Kelvin for that one. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm just going to do good old-fashioned Reforged summons and call it a day. Reforged 11. 11, 11, 11. Eve. Back to the regular stuff. Where is Freezy Lady? Oh, she's a mage. That's right, she's a mage. Freezy Lady, and who else? Just throw in like... I've already tried to use her once, but I'm going to try and use her again. Just throw in Countess Chelsea and call it a day. Yeah, it's like it could work. Okay, I should turn off the ×3 speed for this. Kelvin, what are you running? Just give you the demon stuff. Okay, that's good enough. I can optimize it a bit more, but that's good enough. I don't care about damage at all. So I just need to like AoE as best as possible. And then we're golden. So like this setup already wins. Like I don't have to actually play the game anymore. Oh, they have core breaks for you. Wow, 11's actually like absurd here. Oh, did I really not core break? Was I like a millisecond late? Okay, well I could have gotten a core break, which would have given me a ton of energy, which means I would have got a lot more spells to cast. But I'm just playing on like times a billion speed anyways, so not like that much matters. Yeah, this is just 11 propaganda at the stage. I thought I was doing 11 propaganda. It turns out Path to Nowhere is doing the propaganda for me. This is crazy. For anybody who doesn't have 11 on this stage, or like Reforged Summons, like, I'm sorry. This is just Reforged Summons. That's all this is. My tablet is like lagging out with how many effects there are on the screen. I'll put something in fear, there you go. Okay, yeah, this... Yeah, 11 is, 11 comes up a lot. She's just so flexible. I mean, that's like the big thing about 11. She's got the burst damage, she's got the sustained damage, she's good for a long fight, she's good for short fights. She can be explosive, she can be sustainy, like sustained damage or explosive damage. Like she can just do it all. She can core break, she can, yeah, she does it all. Like other people will specialize better than 11, but the fact that 11 can just do whatever she wants and get away with it, it's pretty insane. Okay, well we got one more stage. Oh, we actually hit triple S on the control count. We probably could have max scored the control count and gotten triple S in the control duration as well if we didn't play on ×3 speed. But I obviously played on ×3 speed. If I can ask a question about your character ranking list, what does it mean for a character to be usable if you're a fan? Does that mean they have to be part of a fixed meta team? So the if you're a fan category, that's like they don't belong on any team. Like they don't have a place in what I would consider the meta. But if you bring them to like story, they're good enough that you're not hurting yourself. There's just better options that replace them. But like if you like that character and you want to use them, you can raise them and use them to some capacity, even if there are like stronger alternatives further up the chain. But there are some characters like Chameleon. Like if you raise and use Chameleon, she's like actively not doing anything. She's just standing there. Okay, last one. This is the damage during core break. Okay, I know everybody likes using the Crest of Hell. I know like the entire Path Nowhere player base. It's like the Crest of Hella is insane. I don't like playing around a Crest of Hella. I find this character to be very obnoxious to play around. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the Crest of Hella. Oh! Oh, it's this stage. Okay. Okay, so I know I'm supposed to use like Umbra Core or something, but what if I just use Reforged 11? Like, what if I just continued using Reforged 11 everywhere? Where's Seto? Give me Seto. Give me Reforged 11 plus Seto. Let's call this a day. Infer and Seto. Yeah, Infer needs her crime brands. Seto, she doesn't need it. She's fine. Da 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 down 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 down. I like this song if you couldn't tell. Okay, reveal your cores, please. I'll also move that there. Hello, can you guys reveal your cores, please? Do I have to like do enough damage to reveal their cores? I mean, I've got so many core bricks stacked on Seto that I can just kind of spam here if that's what it takes. I imagine they just reveal their cores now that I've broken that health bar. No? Okay, OBS said that I crashed there for a second. You guys can still hear me? Heresy, get him? Yeah, fair. Your ECB is weird, not gonna lie. Yeah, it is. The whole 1 HP thing. Okay, I'm back. Good. Nah, man, I don't like the crest either, and I don't like Hella to begin with. Oh, wow. You got fighting words on I don't like Hella. It's crazy. But yeah, this stage is actually giving me some difficulty, and like a large portion of that is that I'm not using any buffs. Buff not selected. So this could be a lot cleaner. I just kind of got cocky and was like, oh yeah, 11's just gonna destroy this without any trouble at all. Like, I'm not doing enough damage for these things to reveal their cores. So I'm actually kind of cutting it close to the wire. I'm assuming it's core damage that are... I'm assuming these guys reveal their cores when they're injured, at least. Because I expected to see a lot more cores. Okay, well, that's passable. Infield release after OG Arc Knight's anniversary. Infield's current flavor of the month is going to filter so many people. Interesting you're not using 0 for those cores. Yeah, I wanted to try something not Umbra Core. But now that we didn't get double S, I'm going to switch over to Umbra Core. Just 3 cores with fixed reveals? That's lame. And that means you don't have much agency. Okay, let's do this. And let's do Sure, let's do... Oh wait, when they break a core, yeah, do that. Let's actually use buffs this time, and let's bring Umber Core. But instead of 0, I'm gonna bring Bai because I like the Bai setup better. Do I have a Bai team already pre-made? No, okay. Let's do Bai. Let's do Jin and LL and Parfait. And let's throw Graves in here. And then to finish the team off, we need Jelena. Okay. As the full team, we don't think about it any further. Unless it's Crime Brands. You should be running that thing, Illusory Ache. And then over here, you need to just get this out as fast as possible. And you are just kind of sitting here. You're just looking pretty, honestly. Where's my Justice set? Or not Justice, my Afterglow set. Yeah, run Afterglow. There you go. Congratulations. Okay. And we have now, maxed out all of our Umber Core buffs. Probably could have got another ult off, but oh well. Okay, we are waiting for cores. Waiting for cores. Chat told me it was fixed time. There they are. It is fixed time. Okay, max damage. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Energy. One, 2, 3, 4. That's double S. Hold on. There's a lot of noise in my kitchen right now. I'm gonna go check it out. Okay, sorry about that. My cat decided he wanted to play with the dishes I haven't put away yet. The dishes from the lunch that I finished earlier today. Alright, let's finish the stage. We're almost done. We've got like one more cycle left. So we're just kind of waiting for them to reveal their cores again. Watch us fall short on the total damage this time. I'm going to take the Gambit and use this early. Should have used it a tile below or above, but whatever. Okay, so do this. Double buff her. 1, 2, 3. Energy. Get Shen rolling. Double core break. 2, 3, 4. Energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Triple energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then throw this out. And this out just because. Okay, so still shy on the total damage, unfortunately. Like, just barely shy. Might be able to squeak it out. No. If I got that cast off, that was it. Okay, that's a little disappointing, but oh well. I did not see the notification. Cat in action. Yeah, cat for sure. Been meaning to level up Bai Yi since last Tide of Ashes. Didn't think she was this OP. Yeah, this is specifically her reforge. So once you get her reforge, she's pretty insane. Do I care to go any further? Because we got max rewards, right? Yeah, we get max rewards. And I could redo that stage and get like the pretty double S's all the way around, but honestly, it's data crevice. It's not supposed to be that serious. So that'll work. No real deep insights on this data crevice other than like, I hope you have the right pieces. The only thing I will say is that this L1-1 stage sucks. This stage sucks. The others are okay. Like this one's really good. I really like this stage. The core breaking stage with all the ducks. That one's nice. This one, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but promoting defensive play, I guess, sure, why not? Assisting the boss duck, the like catalyst only check. This is like another like roster check. Like you either have the right centers or you don't. I have the right centers, so it was easy for me. For new players, it's gonna suck. This one's kind of just like have you leveled your characters enough? There's not really much more to it. This is another like, do you have the right characters? It requires very specific people, especially to complete another 45 seconds. That's kind of insane. Then again, I did it without choosing buffs, so maybe it's easier. But it's still pretty insane that like Augustus couldn't clear it. So, I mean, Augustus plus one more clears it, but still, Augustus is a high bar to meet. Okay, it's saying that I'm missing something on Data Crevice. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing buff module. Okay, and I could go back and get the hard mode of all of these, but like, oh, hard mode's not even unlocked yet. Never mind. Hard mode doesn't give any rewards, so anything I can get in the Digivault, or are we done? Say we're done. Okay, with that, we can now move on to RotD. This song is so good. Okay, so usually RotD follows like mobs like mixed mobs and bosses, and then like pure bosses. So you got like a nice variety here. But let's check out what the buffs are. Irea reduced by 40 seconds. Okay, so it only takes you 50 seconds initially, and then another 30 seconds. It only takes you 80 seconds to get the team online, rather than 2 minutes plus. Okay, yeah. Let's get the Orange Secretum team out of the way. Let's just get it out of the way. Eternity minus 40. I understand what you're saying now. Yeah. 2 minutes is an eternity, and taking 40 seconds off of that, it's still an eternity. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's... Orb Sagratum's something else, man. I don't know what they were doing when they made this team. And I came in with, like, high hopes, right? Like, I was like, this is finally going to make Hypatia good. I can use one of my favorite characters. No. No. It didn't work out that way, unfortunately. This team's up. Something else. LL for the mana, and then I'm just going to bring Stargazer. This will work. Remember when I said it was difficult to like keep all of your Orm turrets alive? I have like... I'm occupying more tiles than I'm not occupying. There's just nowhere to put anybody. And I can't do anything right now because I'm just waiting on the book. It's literally all I'm doing is waiting on a book. So I'm just going to sit here and stare at this bug. Okay, I will throw out Hilda, because Hilda gives me stacks. Oh, and there's a core break here. I can use that and get a full core break. Hell yeah. Hilda stocks in high demand. We're at half the score and we haven't been able to use the book yet. That's a lot of cores. Something this team cannot deal with. I'll be able to get 3 from Stargazer because of her crime brands. So now I just need 2 from Hilda, which I will get from the book. Oh my god, I'm the biggest. Oh, I actually I have 2 people running Paradise Regained, so I only need the 1 core break. Interesting. But I'm gonna wait for the book. We did it. We booked. The team is now in full power. By full power, I mean Hypatia is still not in the show, but it's close enough. There's 2 cores. 1, 2. How long until the book is ready? 7 seconds? Yeah, I can wait. Orem Sagratum is finally online. Okay, see, so the damage is pretty good when they're online. When you finally get all the pieces running, like it does do pretty big. Oh, I hit him while he was immortal. Cool. Okay, so like right now he's core broken, and I'm going to get 9 ultimates off while he's core broken, which is pretty huge. But we did absolutely nothing in terms of damage. One, 2. And now we get Araya. We get Hypatia cast. We get the Hilda cast. We LL and 1 Empower for another Hilda cast. And that's all the smoke we've got for the stage. I should have used EVCB at some point, but oh well. Oh my god, the team is so close to hitting max score. So close. If we had another, like, minute, we could have done it. A minute's a long time. A minute's a bit of an exaggeration. But we were unironically close there. If we got, like, one more core break, they would have hit max score. Okay, unbiased Hilda doing most of the damage. An unbiased clear. It's crazy. Honestly, I can't explain what I'm doing because it's Aurum Secretum and there's too much going on. Let me just enter the stage real quick so I can like kind of give a very quick rundown of what all that was. So when I play this team, I click start. My entire battlefield is filled, right? There's too much on my screen. But what really matters is this book. Once this book ultimate becomes available, it's going to put the other Aurum Secretum turrets, this little radio tower, and this little golden triangle. The book is going to use... My first book ultimate is going to be used on the radio tower. My second book ultimate is going to be used on the triangle. Once the book has used its ultimate on allied turrets, then the owners of those turrets are linked together. So Iraya and Hilda will be linked after I cast the book on the turret. And then Iraya, Hilda, and Hypatia will be linked after I cast the book on the triangle. And that's what the team wants to do. It wants to link everybody together. Once you have people linked together, casting one ultimate will also cast the ultimate of everybody else linked. Okay, and if you ever hear the word resonance, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about linking everybody together. So, in these longer fights, where this long-ass book cooldown lets you actually play the game, you can do some pretty absurd damage because every ultimate you cast is actually 3 ultimates, right? So if everybody has their ultimate available, like I cast Araya, which casts 3 ultimates. I cast Hilda, which casts 3 ultimates. And then I cast Hypatia, which casts 3 ultimates. So I actually got 9 ultimates out of that. And then I spam as much LL and Empowers as I can to get more triple ultimates out. And that's like what the team is trying to do. It's just trying to spam triple ultimates as fast as possible. The problem is that it takes forever for this book to come online. Like way too long. Way too long. And it's just not worth playing around. But yeah, that's what I was doing. Just spamming triple ults. Okay, next up, any other cool buffs we have? Ooh, Jasmine? I like Jasmine. Jasmine has a new skin, too. I haven't tried out Jasmine's new skin. I mean, I have her new skin. I haven't tried it out yet. We already used Eve. It would have been really interesting to use Eve. But oh well. I guess we'll use Millie. Like, that's actually pretty fun to play around. Melt damage. Okay, so we'll do Jasmine here, and then we'll do... I'm not sure if we'll be able to use Millie in the next stage. We'll use Jasmine here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the cat aspect myself. But if you ignore the cat ears, this is a gorgeous skin. Gorgeous skin. But again, I'm not that big into the cat stuff. The cat ears are a downside for me. But, you know, to each their own. Gorgeous skin, though. Gorgeous, gorgeous skin. Do I have a bleed? Yeah, I have a bleed team set up. Cool. Really awkward positional wise, but it'll work. This is a really awkward, like, setup of the stage. Wait, Jasmine died? How? How did Jasmine die? What the fuck? Did I miss something? I mean, obviously I did. Jasmine's just fucking dead. Crazy that Jasmine's dead, but we still, like, basically reached max score there. Like, we could have clearly won without Jasmine being alive, but it's just, like, so weird that Jasmine was dead in the first place. Okay, wave clear. Wave clear. Wave clear and core break. Is there like some reflection damage going on or something? There is. There's a mechanic here that I'm not seeing that's killing Jasmine. Yeah, it's reflection damage. It has to be. I mean, I didn't read, so I don't know for sure. That looks like reflection damage if I've ever seen it. Okay, these bosses are both dead in one shot. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now hopefully I've dealt with the reflection nonsense. Oh, there's a thing standing on top of Shen. Awkward. I didn't see him. Okay, and like, so what I was talking about Aurum Secretum before, right? Like, Aurum Secretum is specialized in defeating really large boss units on longer stages. But why would you bother with Aurum Secretum when Bleed is defeating these bosses one rotation? Right? I don't have to wait 2.5 minutes for Bleed to come online. They just do it. Like, the second the boss reveals their cores, Bleed just makes them explode. While Aurum Secretum, I have to jump through a billion hoops and wait 2 minutes. Where Bleed, like, it just works. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to think. Like, Bleed is just superior. It can be seen in wider content, it's easier to play, and honestly, it's just better. So, I've got major problems when it comes to Orm Secretum. Wow, that thing is tanky. It just don't care. Like me. Okay, I'm just going to ignore it and let it leak now. When you do too much damage and you can't core break anything because of it. Now this is where bleed starts to fall apart, where there's no like central target. And because there's no central target, I can't stack like 5 bleeds on any target because there's no targets to stack on. So like, what am I doing? It's very difficult to coordinate my pieces. That being said, they did so much in that initial burst that I don't really need to try all that much harder. Yeah, bleed can break 7 cores. I didn't even think about core breaking because Orm Secretum is just so far behind in terms of like everything that I didn't even think about bringing up the core breaking nature, but it's so true. Like I'm over there using Paradise Regained to core break cores on Orm Secretum. Whereas this team, like my strongest member is Jasmine, who can break 4 cores on her own. Crazy differences. Even though they functionally do the same thing, right? Like that's why I'm making the comparison, because as far as I'm concerned, Bleed and Orm Secretum might as well be the same team. They both excel at killing boss units. So like, I think it's a fair comparison. And Bleed is like the easiest recommendation I have in the entire game, so it's a hard bar to beat. Orm Secretum does not even come close. They reflect damage when dealing core damage. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So Jasmine did most of the damage this time, but that's not normally the case. It's usually Trey who's doing most of the damage. Jasmine did it because we had the Jasmine buff on. So, would be Trey without the Jasmine buff. Hey Exka, I've been live for... How long have I been live? It's hard for me to tell because I've had some dropped frames and like my stream crashed for a minute. I think we've been live for an hour and a half. Yeah, we finished Data Crevice. It was pretty straightforward. Punishing... Data Crevice is punishing for new players, I'll tell you that much. Like, we'll talk about that again. This stage, I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to clear this stage as a new player. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. L1-1, like, this stage is crazy difficult. And I don't know what Path Nowhere was thinking when it came to this. Infielding, how you like an infield? And the others are mixed between, like, well-designed stages that can actually teach you something and, like, roster checks. Like, do you have enough catalysts? Or do you have enough reticles? Do you have enough Enduras? Like, it's just a bunch of roster checks. There's not really any interesting gameplay there. Yeah, I honestly don't know what they were thinking with L1-1, especially putting it, like, as the first one. If it was L1-6, maybe I get it a little more. But, like, you put this as the very first stage? Like, this is gatekeeping so many people. And even, like, the stronger options, like Adela. Adela's damage is dealt over 10 hits, not 1. So, like, not only is this difficult for new players to achieve, just in terms of, like, stats, but also, like, very specific centers have to be used here. Like, I don't know why they're recommending blue. They recommend blue, but the whole idea is that you're supposed to do damage in a single hit. And blue is not dealing damage in a single hit. She deals damage in 20 hits. Like, you can't use her here. It doesn't do anything. So, yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to do. New players, good luck on that one. The other stuff, it's all just roster checks. Like this one, this is just do you have a Reforged 11, yay or nay? If you have Reforged 11, you can play this on ×3 speed and forget about it. This one, if you have Demon and Cinnabar, just play it on 3x speed and forget about it. This one requires some thought process. Like this is a well-built stage. I liked this one, but most of this data crevice was just a roster check. So, yeah, probably Mantis Darren. I will say that Zephyr and Thani are good choices as well. The caution that I'll give with Thani is that you're only going to get one cast of her ultimate. So you have to use Thani on the last duck. Because her whole thing is that her... Where is it? The UI is too complicated, so I don't know where it's located on her kit. But basically, Thani stores all of her energy, and the more energy she has, the bigger her nuke is. So you just want her to sit in the back and be the very last thing you cast at the very end of the stage. Like that last 50,000 duck, you can use Thani. Zephyr is actually going to hit really hard. The problem with Zephyr is that her base attack stat is very low. So you're going to have some issues there. Well, I'll go in. I'll show you what huge HP based hits. Yeah, Vanilla's probably good. I haven't tried it, obviously. Well, let me just show off Zephyr. I'm a huge Zephyr fan. I haven't played with her much lately. And that's like a real honest shame. Because I think she is one of the better centers out there. Let's do this setup. This seems like a weird setup, but Zephyr cares so much about attack that just giving her attack from Jelena is actually really huge. And then I'm going to equip Bell Tower. Let me just show off Zephyr, because she's such a crazy center, honestly. $30,000 or more damage. Can Zephyr do it? Oh yeah, she can. And that's without Shin. Or maybe Shin was active? Yeah, that's without Shin. Shin was not active for any of those three. I obviously don't have the energy for this one, so I should have played a little bit slower. Because I'm not going to have the huge Jelena buff anymore. I'll have a smaller Jelena buff at least. And this time Shin will be active. Okay, yeah, I think Zephyr clears that if I time it better. I think. But even then, if Zephyr's beating the first three, and then you have however much time to beat the last one, like, you can probably do it with the Thani. But even then, that's like a lot to ask for a new player to build, right? Like, hey, if you want to clear this stage, just build these 5 centers to clear one stage, right? That's not realistic. Okay, we definitely do 3,000. We buff up. We buff up. Maintain the buff. We buff up. Okay, we're good for the rest of the stage. Definitely deal 5,000. Definitely deal 30,000. Question is, do we deal 50,000? No. No, we do not. That was max buffed. Like, there's... Maybe if we have, like, different crime brands, we can hit that 50,000 mark. Maybe. Maybe another... Yeah, like, Infer is going to do more. I know Jelena is really good at buffing attack, but maybe Infer does more here. Hard to say. At least it's hard for me to say. Okay, we definitely do 3,000. Let's get that out of the way. And then we wait for LL. Press that button, press that button. We definitely deal 5,000. 30,000. And then if we can put this guy into the fear state, which we can, so he's going to take bonus damage, 50,000. Yeah. Yeah, Zephyr's good at this, right? So I would recommend her. Zephyr's like such a crazy center, actually. I don't talk about her enough because there's too many S rank to talk about. But yeah, crazy center, crazy center. For reference, my Bai was struggling to break that, right? So, small little Zephyr highlight. Crazy good center. I wish I could use her more. There's just too many S ranks to use, unfortunately. Okay, last one. Centers cannot move. Let's do it. If we're doing cannot move, let's just do last stand and then throw like skill damage, right? So skill damage is going to count Serpent. It's going to count Rahu. And then the rest of it, like blue. We've already used LL, right? I'm sure we have. Yeah. Let's do blue 11 and who else does skill damage? Hilgia? Hilgia question mark. Okay, let's try it. Hilgia and Serpent need crime brands. Sure thing, boss. Hilgia, where's Void Tempest at? I think it was at the top. No, was not at the top. There it is. And then Serpent. Let's see your true damage crime brand. True damage. You were asking, so infield combat looks slow as fuck, but the mechanics actually playing very fast paced. Okay. Plus the fact that it looks almost comparable on mobile and PC. That's actually really impressive. I will say that, like, again, I'm not the biggest fan of that genre. That, like, open worlds, that Genshin Impact or Wuwa style or whatever you want to call it. But I will say that Enfield is, like, visually gorgeous. Like, very, very high graphical fidelity. So... I still haven't decided if I'm going to give it a shot yet or not, but, you know, I probably will. Okay, stop conga lining out of that spawn so I can do one big Pilgia sweep. Pilgia sweep? And these guys will just eat the full brunt of Pilgia. Oh, that was awkward. I thought they would swap places, but they can't move Rahu, they're not going to move at all. Okay, I'm just going to put damage on this guy in the back. He's the boss. This is a fun stage. I like this stage a lot. There's so many moving parts on this stage. It's very nice. It's like so much to focus on. Your attention's just being split in 8 different directions. I think I chose like the right centers for this. I mean, they look like really discombobulated because they kind of are. Like none of these centers do anything together. But it's just the fact that everybody has like a job to fulfill, and they're actually really good at fulfilling it. This is a nice stage. Are we going to hit max score on this stage? Wow, that guy exploded. Pilgia's doing so much damage now. With all the last stands. Damage is just starting to roll in like crazy. Jeez, that damage is high. Oh, we hit 60,000, but that's not max score. Interesting. I guess because it's not a boss stage. Boss stages cap at 60. It's been a while since I hit 60 on a non-boss stage, though. This is a really impressive showing from this cast. Again, no synergies or anything, just like 5 generically good centers. Pilgia, if you have her S1. S1 is mandatory for Pilgia to be in this conversation. Crazy. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Rise Solo is fun with this buff. Yeah, I imagine so. 30% incon with anybody who like stacks multiple times is very fun. Infield is such a weird mashup of genres. None are my cup of tea, but I hope it goes well. The Gotcha is worse compared to Arknights, from my understanding. Yeah. The Gotcha is much more hostile in Arknights infield compared to Arknights. Like Arknights used to be the gold standard in like terms of generosity, but the new one, it's like trying to compete with like Genshin Impact and Hoyoverse games, right? Like it's just barely better than Hoyoverse, and that's enough for them. So you go from like renowned for being super generous, probably even the most generous, to barely better than Hoyoverse, and that's a far drop, right? I use these stages in ROTD for my crowd control centers, even the B ranks. Yeah. The Lamia and Jane and Pine and all the like passive clears, so they're fun. With 0.8 rates now. Yeah, less than 1% rates suck. But you're guaranteed. Okay, so I don't want to talk about the Arknights Gotcha because it's so convoluted now. You get the rate up banner has characters that are not yet rate up, but will be rate up. So if you lose the 50-50, you will get a center, or you'll get an operator that's about to release, but isn't yet to be released. But then the 50-50 isn't really a 50-50. It's if you reach this pool without getting this character, you just get them. So it's actually beneficial for you to fail the 50-50 so you can get a character that's not yet released, and then you don't have to worry about winning the next 50-50 because you're going to get this center at a certain number of pools anyways. But if you win the 50-50, then you don't get that guarantee on the certain pool. So it's beneficial for you to lose 50-50 because you'll get a higher concentration of S ranks, and you'll get like early access to centers if you lose the 50-50. But beyond just that, if you do 30 pulls, they give you a 10 pull. But that 10 pull does not count towards your pity. It's just a 10 pulls that do nothing. Like if you don't get an S rank, then it might as well not have existed. Those 10 pulls are just made up. They're fluff. They don't matter. They do the same thing at 60 pulls, but the 60 pulls don't go to your current banner. It goes to the next banner. And then you have to consider that there's like 5 different types of tickets. You have the events tickets, you have the standard tickets, you have the standard but not standard tickets, and then you have the limited time event tickets, and then there's some other form of tickets. And then when you try to like do the math for like, okay, how many pools can I purchase from this, you have to like pull out the calculator because there's like 8 different layers of transferring currencies and other currencies before they finally turn into a ticket. And it's just like, what the fuck are they doing? Infield Gacha is simple, but presented in a stupidly complicated way. You only pull if you have 120 ready to go. No need for dupes. It's all about player retention. Yeah, I feel you on that. Like that realistically, that's the way you should do it. Pull if you have 120 pulls, because that's when you're guaranteed to get the operator. But if you fail the 50-50 on the way to that operator, it's good for you. Like you want to fail the 50-50 before you get to 120. If you win the 50-50, then it's less efficient. It's just crazy. So I don't know how I feel about it. It's so weird. The gacha system is, ooh, wow, a nice even spread of damage. It's crazy to think that like throughout that entire stage, like I would have thought that Pilgia or like Blue was doing the most damage. Blue barely did anything apparently, but like it looked like to me that Pilgia was like really carrying the stage. It turns out Serpent's still doing the most damage. Oh yeah, Arknights does have weapon banners now. Yeah, the infield. Like I said, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think it's interesting that infield is giving like making players feel good about losing the 50-50, but it's just so weird. It's so weird. The funny thing was GFL 2 came out with 0.8 rate, same as Big Gotchas, and the community was happy about it for some reason. Look how controversial GFL 2 ended up. Yeah. I don't understand how like I don't play these mainstream gotchas, right? Like I play Honkai Star Rail and I play it once a month because the game's awful. I only play it because my friend plays it and he wants me to keep up, blah blah blah, whatever. And I tried playing like Genshin Impact, I tried playing Gulwa, I tried playing ZZZ, and all these other games that have like these really low, like you have to give us money if you want to get every other character. Like every other character even, like that's, I don't know. But it's just so hostile to the players, and it's so predatory on like gambling natures. And I don't know how like they're getting away with it as much as they are in terms of like community reception. I don't know why players aren't flocking to games like OG Arknights or Path of Nowhere, or these other games that are like actually giving you the centers you want or characters you want at a reasonable rate. But I don't know, beats me. People's PayPals were hacked if you bought things in infield. I heard about that, but I don't know the full extent of it. Random HSR shade, let's go. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I have not won a 50-50 on HSR in like a year now. But then again, I don't pull that much because again, I play like once a month. So, most recent one I pulled was the Dahlia for any of my HSR players. Pulled the Dahlia. Played her for like a week and then I stopped playing again. So. You know how it be. Okay, well that was Mania Training. That was ROTD. Any other like limited game modes we have? Peak Path Test. I believe I've already done these. Yeah, these are both cleared already. I could go back and do Mania Training. I haven't done that yet. I think all that we've got left really though are the new EX stages. Oyo is a bit like Nintendo. They broke the normies barrier and imprinted on a lot of people, so they are the standard everyone expects. It's so weird. Like 0.6 and 0.8 should not be the community standard, but it is. I think unironically, I think a large portion of it is that Hoyo games got released to PS5, and they just preyed on like a whole new market that didn't have any like expectations or anything. And I think that opened a door, a very large deal, more than people want to admit. Oh yeah, there's a current peak path test. I forgot all about it. Thank you. Yeah, there's this one. Wow, I haven't done the event yet, but that is a crazy art. It's crazy. I still don't have room now because I haven't done the event yet. I don't know. The only reason I would be interested in Infield is because of like Arknight's nostalgia. And Ember, or I think her name is Ember. Like that character is just phenomenally well designed. Okay, look, if I do download Infield and they give me Ember, I will be forced to play it. Okay, I'll tell you that much. If they give me Ember, then I will play it for at least a month. I can admit that at the very least. But without like getting the one very specific character I want, I'm not sure if there's anything that's going to like keep me playing. Okay, so what's the combat buffs here? Aurum Secretum summoned creatures normal attack increases by 20, healing increases by 50, initial cooldown reduced by 35 seconds. Oh, I thought it said 235 seconds. Man, that would have been so cool if it said 235 seconds. Yeah, Surtur. Like, okay, so I'm a huge Surtur fan. Don't get me wrong. But I like Arknight Surtur more than I like Infield Surtur. Honestly. Like, I care more about Ember than I do Surtur. But I mean, if Infield comes out and they release like Eunectes, or they release like Mudrock, or Blemishine, or Bagpipe, like there are a lot of operators that will get me to like poke my head into Infield, and Surtur's one of them. But again, I like Arknight Surtur more than I like Infield Surtur. Okay, you know what? We're switching topics. We're switching topics momentarily. I'm gonna hide the video capture device. Sorry for everybody who's interested in the peak path test. Okay, so here's Arknights. Random Arknights jump scare. I know, it's terrifying. Look away. Shield your children's eyes. Okay, you don't have to subject them to this. But so far on this banner, I did get Haruka. Okay, so I have the K-pop star, whatever she's supposed to be. I have her. And I also get my second off banner of Dorothy. I don't like this character, but I have two of her now. But you know what I don't have? We're 125 pools deep with no Hashiguma, and she's not anywhere. I think I'm going to have to go the full 175 if I want to get Hoshiguma. And it's just not going to happen. I'm out of pools. Like, I'm a returnee player, so all my pools are being used. And I'm not going to spend the money to go 175 deep. 175 more deep. Right? I've already spent 125. I got to go another 175 to guarantee Hoshiguma. And I ain't going to do that. I ain't going to do that. It's just... She's nowhere, like, there's no pity system, or there's no, like, if you lose the rate up, the next one's guaranteed. There's nothing that makes Hoshiguma closer to me now than she was when I started pulling. And after going 125 pulls deep, that feels so bad after playing Path to Nowhere for so long. Like, if I'm 125 pulls deep in Path to Nowhere, then, like, I am getting that center very soon. My luck has to be atrocious to go 125 pulls deep past nowhere and not get the center I'm looking for. Like, that is nearly impossible luck. But at the same time, Path to Nowhere hands out more pulls than Arknights does. So, like, not only are you getting centers in a more reasonable number of pulls, but you're also getting more pulls. Like, how do people not play more Path to Nowhere when this is what they have to compete with? Like, let me open these guys up real quick. I know it's not an Arknight stream, but let me do my Arknight stuff that plagues my brain. Yeah, and I like to shit talk Arknights. Like, again, for everybody watching, I give Arknights a hard time, and it's a good game. Like, don't get me wrong, but I give it a hard time because there's so many things that Arknights could be doing with the size of its platform that it's not doing. And I feel like I'm allowed to insult Arknights because I am like, where can I am a 120 doctor, right? Like 120, I am max level. And if you just look at my box, like, it's a big box, okay? It's a big box. I've played the game, okay? I'm allowed to shit on it. So, and like, look at that bagpipe. That's a bagpipe right there. Like, if they give me bagpipe again, I'll be happy. Give me Gavial with like an actual axe. Oh my god, I'd be so happy. If they gave me Gavial, axe Gavial, and infield. Oh, it'd be glorious. Oh, give me a Saleech. Ooh, it'd be juicy. Arknight Surtur is so much better than Infield Surtur, and you can't change my mind. But yeah, okay, enough Arknight's propaganda. Am I still logged in? Yeah, I thought I'd be disconnected from the server by now. Okay, so let's try this with the Orm team. Obviously, you're supposed to use the Orm team. So let's just try it. I don't know what these smoke tiles do. Reducing their energy recovery speed. How the hell am I supposed to play Orm Secretum without energy recovery speed? Does that affect the book? Or is the book, like, not counted in that equation? I hope it's not counted in that equation, but what do I know? Stargazer? Stargazer. Okay, let me catch up on chat, because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. The only good thing about Arknight's currency is that you get the paid currency from stages. Yeah, getting the skins from stages, that's actually really nice. I will say that, yeah. Big shout outs to Arknights there for having like free to play skin access. If you like trade some, there's a limited amount of paid currency from every event and throughout the campaign. But if you don't spend the paid currency that you earn from game, you can buy all the skins you want. Like, it's very easy. But in a lot of cases, you are transferring that paid currency into more pools because, you know, it's a gacha. Type of thing that makes me very confused when people say Arknight's gacha is very and free-to-play friendly. There's already a Gavial clone in infield, but she's a 4-star. Yeah, that's why I specifically said like Axe Gavial, because I saw the new Gavial, and she's like, she's not the Axe Barbarian that I want Gavial to be. Like, I like Gavial because she's a hulking barbarian wielding 40k weapons. Like, it's such a cool character. BTN is a 1A rank with 9 B ranks is considered a bad pool. Yeah. Yeah. I would start infield for Huliak. I never liked Huliak. For whatever reason, PTN's art style didn't resonate, and here I am a dude that likes both. Fair enough. Then you usually get an S rank within the first 50 pools. I can count on one hand the number of times I had to hit hard pity in PTN. Yeah, I can do it one time as well. I went double max pity on Eddie. Like, I spent 320 pools getting an S1 Eddie. That fucking sucked. I actually went 320 pulls getting an S1 Eddie. Like, actual minimum luck for the entirety of getting Eddie. And then after I got S1 Eddie, I never fucking used her. Because apparently I'm not an Eddie fan. But I thought I was. And then I had really bad luck on Shin too. I think I hit max. I think I hit an 80 out of 80 on Shin as well. I don't recall. Arknights is only friendly to long-term free-to-play, but it's just log for new players. Yeah, I'll agree to that. Like, there's so many operators that I have in Arknights that are like max potential because I was just like flexing on friends. And I was able to get like max potential like pretty consistently in Arknights, but now that I'm like a returnee, it's very difficult for me to keep up in that same regard. Like you just get so much income from the repeat A ranks that I'm not getting anymore. So okay, anyways, back to Path to Nowhere. How do I play this stage? My game is lagging. Oh my god. Okay. I want you guys to take a look at the screen and just let me know if you guys can understand why my game may or may not be lagging right now. It's a bit of a mystery to me. I can't tell if this thing is charging slower or not. Oh well, we'll put ×3 speed and call it a day. Oh, we're gonna have to bring Shin, huh? Yeah, we gotta bring Shin. Okay, Stargazer, Shin. Now, honestly, I don't know if Irea's book is getting slowed down or not by the fog, but I'm gonna move it so that it's not even up for discussion. What is this? The witch's curse has locked the flow of time, cannot change game speed. Okay, no, this is some. I do not like this. This is. I'm going back to Arknights for a second. Arknights did the same thing. And I was annoyed to no end. My Arknights is frozen. Okay, I'm not going back to Arknights. Arknights did the same thing in like their latest chapter, like chapter 15 or whatever it is. Arknights did the same thing, and it was the most annoying thing I have ever experienced in my life. I could not stand it. The Arknights crowd controlling me instead of my operators, like nah, you can't crowd control the fucking player. But they are. They're crowd controlling me, the player. That's dirty. That is dirty. And they know it's dirty. Nah, that's not okay. And like in like 2 years, when I rate like the top 5 best and worst mechanics in Path to Nowhere, this is going to be up there. Even though it only lasted for like 10 seconds, it's still going to be the #1 worst mechanic in Path to Nowhere. Okay, why is everything dying? Like, what the fuck? How do I live? Or Secretive is so bad, man. I haven't even done anything to this boss yet, and the stage is almost over. I'm getting out of here. Screw this. You know what you're supposed to do when you... Okay, I want to highlight this, right? A grid in which time is distorted, ally units will be affected, reducing their energy recovery speed. You know who doesn't care about energy recovery speed? That's right. Why play around energy recovery speed when you can just do this? There you go. Easy peasy. Actually, I should bring Serpent, because Serpent's like crazy good actually. She's definitely better than Lady Pearl. Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew. Okay, we've already done like triple the damage that Worm Secretum has done. Like, this is what I'm talking about when I shit talk Orem Secretum, because I was down to like 25 seconds left on the stage and I had barely hit 140k. We're only 5 seconds into the stage and I've tripled Orem Secretum's score. Like, okay. Like, guys, I'm not crazy. This is just so much better. Okay, I gotta save a little bit of Shattered Blades for when these cores finally decide to reveal themselves. I don't know when they're going to reveal themselves, but I'm assuming they will eventually do so. Murderer? I mean, that's a mechanic I don't know how to play around. Time Loop? Oh, my Core Breaker just got time looped. You know, maybe we move her to a safer tile. What the fuck was that? Script writing? Okay, I don't know what's happening. But I'm scared. I will say that much. Oh, look, cores. And then we Serpent. And then we Serpent. And then we use this because we have no other choice. And then we Serpent. And then we Serpent. Okay, if Seto didn't explode. If Seto didn't explode. We had that. If Seto didn't explode. I probably should read the boss mechanics. But why do that when I have Augustus? Okay, so you're going to stand on a safer tile so that you don't explode. I'm assuming that the non-foggy tile is safer at least. Okay, and I'm actually going to store up Shattered Blades so I can do my damage during the core break, instead of just showing off like how aggressive the team can be. We're going to play with a little bit of patience. Kind of sacrilegious for me to say patience, but here we are playing with it. Okay, she's at 60 now, so I have to burn some of her Shattered Blades because she can't hold anymore. Same thing with Singlinde. I'm gonna burn her down to like 20. Okay, 45, that's good enough. Okay, when are you going to reveal your cores? Oh, here's the time loop. Okay, let's do this song and dance again. We gotta burn some more Shattered Blades. Okay. Cores will be revealed soon. One core break. Let's use Serpent in between. In a never-ending song cuts off. Like mid-climax, the song is just like, nope, I'm out. Okay. I didn't use enough Shattered Blades that time. Okay, so I have to find out the Shattered Blade timing. This one's actually giving me some trouble. Mainly because I'm not reading mechanics. Crazy that Serpent's able to keep up that well. Good lord. Okay, let's restart the song. Early science? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, one more time, just brute forcing, not paying attention. This time, we will play a little bit of Happy Happy. We're gonna get to like 40 blades, and then we're just gonna dump them all. That actually lines up with Shen too. Okay. And this should be a lot of damage that we didn't have last time. The Hourglass of Times have rewound time. Don't know what that means, but it's happening. What I mean by not reading mechanics, I should probably read them, so I'm not terrified when the boss says something like that. Because right now I'm just like, what the fuck is it doing? Am I dying? Boss, can you reveal your course already? I'd appreciate if you played along. Yeah, I know this is part of its like stage 1 of its core reveal. Okay, sure enough, just figuring out how many Shattered Blades we need to use really made a big difference. Then we have the big ECB to finish the fight. Okay, 6.3. Not the best score, but it's still enough for the max rewards. And with proper play, it is a little bit more heavily weighted towards Augustus, because now Augustus isn't sitting on like 20 blades or 30 blades at the end of the stage. Because that was my problem the last time when I was at 4.5, is that I finished the stage, but I still had Shattered Blades on Augustus. And ideally on a perfect clear, I run out of Shattered Blades with like 3 seconds on the clock, and then I still have 3 seconds to use my ECB. So I still had Shattered Blades there when the stage was over, so that still missed damage on Augustus. But fitting in as many Shattered Blades during the core break as possible is also kind of crucial. There's this weird balance of like, I want to save my blades for the core break, but I also want to use all of my blades before the stage ends. So it's difficult to find that balance for this particular fight. Serpent was rather straightforward, just spam it like crazy. I probably should have used a Seto ultimate early on just to get the damage debuff, because she would have gotten enough Shattered Blades back to spam for the core break anyways. Probably should have just trusted that she would have had enough Shattered Blades and used her ultimate a little bit more frequently just to get the damage debuff rolling, but I didn't do that. Everything else I think played fine. So like this score can probably go up to like 8 million if I played it correctly. Like if I maximized Seto, and if I maximized Augustus, like squeezed every little Shattered Blade I can out of Augustus, like this probably goes up to 8 mil. I don't think it goes any higher than 8 mil. So that's my thoughts on that stage. I have no idea what this boss does, but I can tell you that this is one of the very few times where I don't recommend the center, like the right up center. Like the whole idea is that you're supposed to use Irea. But and again, I don't know what the boss does, so maybe Irea has like a favorable matchup here that I'm just not aware of. But this boss does a lot of damage, like a lot of damage, and the Orm Secretum team is just really squishy. Like the boss is hitting map wide, and the Orm Secretum turrets, like they can't take that big of a hit. So it's really difficult to like do everything you need to do in the Orm Secretum team while keeping them alive. And I don't recommend playing around it, but maybe you guys can make it work. Yeah, Adela probably works just as well too, right? Maybe Adela, yeah. Having 5 million points, Adela can solve this brainless, probably. Yeah, let's try that same stage with Adela. Been brought up a few times. I mean, she's broken, right? That was just crazy strong. And I think the boss's core reveal is like at a set time, so we can just kind of AFK until that point. Do we have enough core break here? Kind of. Let's bring LL. This team should be able to do it. Wait, do I have the right... Have the right ECB, yes. Yes, this is... Yeah, soundless execution. Okay, cool. Probably shouldn't have brought him power. Probably should have brought Last Stand. Yeah, let's switch over to Last Stand. I think that's going to be more beneficial for us. I think we can survive with the Last Stand proc at least. I'm not even going to bother with Infer until the core break. She's just kind of sitting here as a decoration piece. Actually, everybody's just going to sit here as a decoration piece until the core break. Honestly, I should give one of these teardrops to Rahu. It's so much damage. Holy. What did Infer ever do to the time loop? It would help if I understood this boss's mechanics and I could play around that, but we'll see how much damage we do without her. If we can even core break without her. He was like my big answer to core breaking, honestly. Now we lost LL. Yeah, don't know what I'm doing. So I'm not going to use Last Stand because I'm taking too much damage, obviously. But we'll save Last Stand until after the core breaks. Give her a little flower. Jen, please keep everybody alive. Don't really know what's killing us, but something is. Again, this is no thinking. I'm not doing any supplemental damage or anything along the way. This is just Adela burst. How good is just a negative 11 burst at the end of this fight? Okay, pop. Activate this, activate that, activate this, pop, core break, last stand, go all in. Pop. Okay, so like if I was doing damage along the way, then like yeah, this is an easy clear. But obviously I only did the ECB tick at the end. So if I play around it, probably hits 5 million really easily. But that's just the end of stage burst damage that we were looking at. This boss marks your lowest HP character and redirects damage from your main DPS to that character, so what's killing your Infer is actually Adela. That's hilarious. It's actually hilarious. I'm assuming you're supposed to like purify that or use like one of the array mechanics. Because Irea has the purify thing they're trying to push this event, even though it doesn't do anything except against like Irea's events, so like it's largely useless as soon as the event is over. I'd say that's the worst mechanic it has instead of the game speed thing. Maybe Nox and switch Adela ults, Reforged, don't know. This blade's so much simpler. Yeah, Shattered Blade is just crazy. I think like again that I just sat AFK for the first like 85% of that stage. And I only started playing last 15%. Now, albeit that's where most of the damage is. But if Adela's using her ultimates, or if I'm using Jelena buffs or Infer buffs along the way, or like Shin buffs along the way, like that changes a lot, right? And that's gonna hit 5 million. I just don't have the patience to go through that stage again and do like a Maldi in out. Oop. Oh, I've never entered this before. Oh no, I got hit with the cutscene. Okay, sorry, I have to do the cutscene now. I didn't mean to click on this, but I did. Under the scorching sun of Eastside, you catch a gold foil ticket while standing at the entrance of a storefront. The sign above displays large letters in Gothic font, Night Front. The narrow pedestrian street is packed with visitors drawn by the famous place. The air is thick with excitement and anticipation, mingled with the unique exhaustion of working adults. Perfume, sweat, and food aroma blend into a dizzying urban scent that assaults your nose. According to Faye, this is a all-in-one sensory playground that combines escape rooms, murder mysteries, TRPG, and immersive theater. Today, you'll plunge into its magnum opus, its signature production that has made countless guests scream, forget how to speak, or even flee in tears. Sirenfold. On Eastside's online forums, people are engaging in heated debates with all sorts of opinions, but most respect the no spoilers rule and simply urge other curious onlookers to experience it themselves. Chief, you're working yourself to death. That sallow face, these dark circles, and those new wrinkles on your forehead. Look at you, you're wasting away. She said the same thing 52 times now, trying to sell you on some health supplements or skincare products the supply office needed to get rid of each time. Normally, your response was always the same, which was, hold on, don't be so quick to refuse, Chief. What Faye is trying to sell you this time is legit. Eugene and I have both been there. It's super fun. You know that place. Exactly. It's all everyone ever talks about these days. Escape the agony of real life. Dive into a world of wonder. Forget who you are and what you do. Right now, we are all residents of Sirenfold. Seriously, what's catching Faye's enthusiastic delivery of the line and Wynn nodding vigorously in agreement? You remain skeptical and look toward Eugene, the most honest and trustworthy of the bunch. Things have been going pretty smoothly at the Bureau lately, and all the major cases have been wrapped up. Chief, why not have a day out to relax and recharge for a bit? Is it a good idea? The last time I took your bait was Belphegor. It's crazy they brought up Belphegor Museum. Belphegor was in first event, right? Nearly blew up the entire east side. You sure we won't run into another unexpected situation this time? And that was also a Halloween event. So it's crazy they brought that up. Faye wagged her index finger smugly, then generously pushed a ticket into your hand. Promise you won't. This one is approved by multiple staff members of the Bureau. It's totally risk-free. You can rest easy, Chief. Normally at this hour, you should be working at the Bureau, but unable to resist the spiel of the three, you finally pry yourself from the office after being cooped up in the Bureau for so long. They all went on and on about how wonderful it was, yet strangely, no one has offered to accompany you for this second visit. This place seems to have drawn in all Eastsiders looking for some fresh thrills, young students, elite professionals, and wary individuals like yourself, stealing a respite from the daily grind. Looking at the bustling crowd inside and outside the place, you suddenly get a cold feet. Sure, getting out and relaxing is good for your mental and physical health, but you haven't seen this many people in so long that it triggers your anxiety, your introverted tendencies suddenly intensifying. Go back to work. With a weary sigh, you withdraw your hand on the door. Maybe you should just go back to work instead. Before you can act on your decision, a group of energetic college students swarming in pushes you through the entrance. It's crazy that we managed to get kidnapped by Faye. Oh, I'm getting another phone call. Give me a moment, chat. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to wrap up the stream here, though. So we're going to get through this story, then we're going to say our goodbyes. Okay, darkness blurs the crowd's silhouettes as you blink to adjust your eyes. In the pitch-black corridor, the candelabra meant to indicate directions doesn't feel like a guiding torch, but rather like several cold eyes staring from the darkness. The once noisy, laughing voices suddenly fall silent, as if a thick, heavy presence in the darkness has covered their mouths and noses. No one dares to breathe loudly, only pressing against each other's shoulders as they collectively move toward the end of the dark space. Before a set of heavy carved doors, 2 clusters of candles burn silently on the wall. Their light reveals a masked figure wearing an impeccably tailored suit, a top hat, and pristine white gloves, looking like he has been patiently awaiting your arrival. As he slightly raises his hand, an ominous warning written in ornate script appears on the left side of the door. Don't you take these scenes away, or the shadows will make you pay. Another line appears on the right side. Keep our secrets in your hearts. Your tongue will rot apart. Then he turns to you and respectively extends his right hand, holding it suspended before you. What does he mean by this? Shake hands. The white-gloved hand elegantly wags its index finger, then points to your communication device with its screen still lit up. My device? I'm not allowed to bring this inside? The figure nods theatrically multiple times, pointing again at the text on the doors before gently yet irresistibly taking the device from your hand and placing it in a black velvet bag. With a flick of his wrist, the bag vanishes before your eyes. Then he points to your right shoulder, drawing everyone's attention to you. What? The white-gloved fingers snap crisply beside your ear, then produce a card from your shoulder, drawing soft gasps from everyone. In the dim light, you can barely make out the face of the card. 7 of clubs. That's quite a show. Following your example, the other guests obediently surrender their devices. The white-gloved figure bows slightly, extends his arm with a flourish, and the heavy ornate doors slowly open, unveiling a dark, endless corridor. You proceed along the single strip of light on the floor. The darkness stretches long and silent, with only rustling of fabric breaking the stillness. The other participants vanish from your sight, leaving only a faint, solitary point of light. You slow your pace, taking each step with utmost caution. At the end of the corridor, you finally see the candlelight. The soft glow outlines a door and illuminates the number on it. You stop before door number 7, your knuckles touching the cold surface as you gently push it open. Ah, get it? Because 7 of clubs. You push the door open to find the interior more spacious than you expected. In the center lies a sunken, circular stone bath, its bottom lined with smooth pebbles but containing no water, resembling a huge, hollow, and silent eye. A subtle fragrance drifts through the air, mingling with the more pronounced scent of burning wax. Small candles dot the edges of the bath, their flames flickering and casting hazy shadows all over the room. Faye never mentioned anything about sitting in a hot spring bath with complete strangers. Your body immediately tenses up as your eyes stiffly scan the faces of the other participants, only to find their expressions completely unfazed. A girl, whom you think is one of the students you saw at the entrance, giggles suddenly, waving to get your attention. Relax, we're really not going to take a bath here, it's just for the vibe. Wash away the dust of the past, enter the misty town of mystery. We're about to step into an ultra-realistic ancient village famous for its horrifying supernatural legends. Taking a dry bath together is a vibe? You're clearly behind on Eastside's latest trends. Despite yourself, you dutifully step into the bath and sit in the empty suit spot the girl indicates with a tap, settling into the waterless hot spring as you try to appreciate Eastside's trendy, immersive experience. To your relief, you're not the only one feeling uncomfortable. In the modest, empty bath, 2 other people sit facing each other, a young man in an ill-fitting suit with a nervous gaze, and a burly guy in work clothes who appears somewhat sheepish. Since they put us in the same room, we might end up as a team. Let's introduce ourselves. I'm Eleanor, freshman at Eastside University. What about you all? Huh? Just call me Clay. Eleanor's greeting is certainly friendly, but the man jolts like a big cat whose tail has been stepped on, which, in turn, renders the girl somewhat apologetic. Oh, did I startle you? My bad. I thought you were the tough guy type. I was hoping you'd look out for me later. Don't tell me the big guy exterior hides a more delicate soul than mine. He clears his throat twice, as if to hide his discomfort, then shrinks further into himself. As a result, Eleanor's laughter echoes throughout the small hot spring room awkwardly. She fake coughs as well, composes herself, and turns her attention to the next person. What about you? Okay, so pet peeve of mine. This is the part of storytelling that I really don't like. I really don't like character introductions. I don't care. I don't care that this guy's name is Clay. I don't care that he's a burly East Side worker who's kind of shy. I don't care about this university student. I don't care about this guy in the ill-fitting suit. Like, I don't care about any of their characters until like something happens in the story. Like, there's nothing that says like, this is why this character matters. This is why this character is important. They're giving me all of these details, but until I have a reason to care, I don't. So my pet peeve are character introductions, and in every movie or TV show or episode 1 of a new season, like I really just have to sit through and suffer through it because I find this like nails grating on a chalkboard kind of style. It's a huge pet peeve of mine. Israel. Garza doesn't seem bothered, nor does he try to correct her. He simply smiles, an entirely businesslike smile that's polite and doesn't stir up surprise. Or you could call me Glasses. It's easier that way. Glasses, huh? Got it. Then Glasses' mouth is sealed shut once again. Eleanor's boundless enthusiasm is met with empty silence. With no one to catch it, it pitifully falls to the ground, where it flutters weakly a couple times until she discovers you. Lucky you. I'm the gray-clad villain. Yeah, gray-clad villain, let's do it. Just an ordinary East Side citizen. You dutifully answer before Eleanor can raise her voice. Best not to ruin her mood. Huh? Oh, okay. That's a weird name. You exchange a few more awkward nods and murmurs and consider the introductions done, but no one tries to get the conversation going this time. The air has grown stiff, the soft crackling of burning candles the only sound in the room. That cringe-worthy awkwardness unique to modern society, especially when strangers are forced to share a confined space, permeates the room. Is it me, or is it getting hot in here? Ha 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 ha. Silence grows so heavy that even Eleanor begins to feel uncomfortable. Urza tries to minimize his presence by making himself even smaller. The big guy shows no curiosity about the surroundings, sitting ramrod straight, waiting for something. As for you, finally free from your official duties, you stare blankly at the patterns on the ceiling, mind completely empty. Perhaps due to the oxygen-depleting candle flames, you're growing drowsy. Just as Eleanor opens her mouth, searching for a new topic, the candles suddenly go out. In the silence, only the faint scent of smoke from the snuffed wicks remain. Darkness. Not the ordinary kind that your eyes can adjust to. This pure pitch black is so thick it can swallow everything whole. Here we go. Huh? Your drowsiness completely vanishes in the sudden darkness, replaced by an instinctive vigilance snapping you awake. It's okay, it's just part of the game, everyone's still here. His voice is soft, not from fear, but sounding like a timid person trying to encourage. Somehow you find yourself you're comforted, growing calm as you wait. In the darkness, something is indeed slowly gathering. A dot, then another. Pale blue lights emerge suddenly, like sparse stars, gradually forming a hazy constellation of luminous spots. The air around you warms up as time seems to nearly stop. Your body has never felt so light. Even the fabric of your clothes is becoming weightlessness. Your thoughts become standstill. All the tenses wrinkle of your brain seem to have been smoothed by a visible, gentle hand. An unfamiliar blank tranquility washes over you. Then you hear a voice, not through your ears, but inside your skull, and the soft voice caresses your nerve endings with an inhuman tenderness that makes you shiver. Voyagers from distant lands, have you ever heard of such a place? A lost fragment in time, an everland that can never end all valiantly in life. In this place, she will respond to your whispered secrets, and the hands of time will turn in accordance with your choices. Welcome to Sirenfold. Tonight, you are no mere audience of the story, you are the story. With this mysterious voice, you hear the sound of water drawing near as vapor swirls around you. In the daze, you suddenly feel water rising up your body from the soles of your feet to your ankles, calves, waist. Yet when you look down, there's nothing but a faint white mist. The sound of water grows closer in the mist, gently yet irreversibly veiling your vision. In the swirling vapor, everything blurs. Your identities, along with your clothes, lift softly as the mist slowly dissolves. Jeez, okay. So, as you guys can tell, I kind of lost patience for that story bit. It was going on for a little long. I feel like they could have cut like 70% of that dialogue out and it would have had the same effect. There's a lot of fluff there. Like maybe introducing those characters will come back. Maybe introducing the white gloved man will come back. But it seems like that entire thing was like, hey, we're going to introduce these 3 characters. We're going to give an excuse for why Chief doesn't have a phone on them. And then we're going to pull them into this world. And if they just gave us the ticket and pushed us into the world, I think it would have been fine. I know this is my pet peeve talking, right? This is what I'm always most critical of when it comes to shows. But I think that was way too much text to introduce the story. And I think if you just did like, Faye gave us a ticket, we entered the ticket, we entered a room with some strangers, and then the supernatural stuff started happening. I think if they just did that, they skipped the entrance door, they skipped the introductions, they could have just cut out so much and not have drug on the story, maybe lose interest. Yeah, speed read, yeah. And like, I do that for every other gacha. But Path to Nowhere has been like the one gacha where I'm actually like the story is dense enough and like not fluff that I can actually sit there and read it. But last event was difficult. There was a lot of fluff, and that intro, and the intros are usually the biggest offenders, but that intro was a lot of fluff that didn't need to be there. So I'm critical of how much nonsense there was. That's all. You can tell the same story without dragging it out. Like, it's one thing that I'm guilty of in my videos, right? Where if I was making perfect videos, let's look at my last video. My last video of me talking about the tag system. I talked for, 15 minutes? I could have said everything I needed to say in 6 minutes. I didn't need to talk for 15. I could have cut nearly 2/3 of my video out, and I would have achieved the same message to my audience. And I think, realistically, that's what you need to do. I think you need to cut out all the fluff and just say what you want to say. I feel like there's a lot of fluff in this game's story since LL's event, which is pretty much everyone repeating the same dialogue over and over again with slightly different words. Yes. Arknights is awful when it comes to using a paragraph when a sentence could have been enough. Yes. And that's my biggest critique. Whenever somebody says Arknight story is amazing, I'm like, the fuck? We're reading different stories. But yeah, it's a shame to see Path Nowhere sort of falling down that rabbit hole, because I used to praise Path Nowhere for its story, but I'm slowly but surely like losing respect for it. Not to say that I've lost respect for it, but like the pillar is becoming a little wobbly, right? Not gone, it's just a little wobbly. Yeah, the LL event, I mean, that was like, that was the substitute teacher day, right? Like, we're learning math. LL event came in, substitute teacher, everybody's just throwing paper airplanes. And then the next day, the teacher came back and we're back on schedule. But yeah, that was the substitute teacher event. I'm just speed reading this. I'm sorry, I'm not reading it out loud. It's too long. It's still going on. Guys, I didn't click on a stage, okay? I accidentally clicked on the event. And I'm locked in a cutscene that's like 30 minutes long. Like the previous story, the stage, and then this post story. Like I was supposed to call somebody back as soon as I finished this part of the story, but how long ago did that person call me? That person called me 20 minutes ago. I've been here for at least 20 minutes just locked in the story, unable to escape. It's too long. It's too long. Oh, I'm dropping frames. If you guys see some interruptions to the stream, that's my bad. I dropped a lot of frames there. If you guys saw some weirdness, that was on my end, not yours. I'm still stuck here. Yeah, it's going on for literally 30 minutes I've been here. I'm going to go back into the stream to like count out how long this is. Like, this is crazy long. We simply search for the source of the voice. I hit the speaker, perhaps, looking around, you can see it. Oh my god, like, okay, here's a good example, right? Over here, they're talking about metal name tags. Metal name tag, butcher. Metal name tag, clergyman. You don't know what your name tag is. You look down, it's Voyager. Voyager, huh? That's so boring. I'd rather be adventurer. Oh, I could be traveler. I could mean adventure. I could mean this. I could mean that. I have to find my goal because I'm not sure what Voyager means. They could have said like this entire page and like, oh, everyone has tags, butcher, clergyman, Voyager. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Like one sentence covers this entire page. It's just fluff. It doesn't belong here. You can cut all of this out. Like literally, this entire thing can be reduced by 90% and I wouldn't notice. it wouldn't change anything. It would just be easier for me to digest. Oh my god. It's still going. Oh my god. I haven't clicked on a single stage. I accidentally clicked on the event. Oh my god, I'm finally free. Holy shit, I don't care. Stop giving me information. I want out. Oh my god. Also, that's hilarious. Look at that ribbon at the top. That's a funny word. So that's where I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to end the stream on funny word, haha. Yeah, I've got some phone calls I need to return. I've got some stuff I need to do. So, I'm going to head out for the night. That was way too long. Way too long. Funny word, by the way. But that was way too long. And I wish they cut out like at least 80% of that dialogue. And they could have told me the same exact information without just making me hate my life. But too many words. It felt like I was reading an Arknight story. Bad. Don't like it. Cut back. Like, less is more. I want the story to be dense, not long. It needs to be dense, enriching, not long and drawn out. But okay, yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.